It's itching your brain, isn't it? Why can you not stop? You finally want to get rid of social media for your own personal reasons. You have tried all the conventional methods and yet nothing. Well, do not fear, my hairless, heartbreaking hippo. I'm here to tell you the actual proper step-by-step plan to succeed. Step 1. Web version. What we are doing here is increasing our distance to access these applications. Say for example you had your phone literally beside you. You would be more likely to grab it and use it compared to your phone being in the furthest room of your house. As you have created this distance, your lazy mind will be like, no man, I'm not moving this body all the way there just for a phone. So you will be less likely to use it. This is the law of frictional distance, where the more distant your mind is from something, the less likely your mind will get eager to do that something. Now we can either do hard mode, frictional distance, or we can slowly ease into it. With hard mode, however, the problem rises that when you try to do a hard reboot, after a day or so you're going to relapse back to it and then blame yourself that this is too hard, so might as well not do it. We do not want that to happen because we want to get rid of this addiction for good. I mean, think about it. You didn't suddenly wake up one day with social media addiction. It was small steps that led to a compound effect. We want this, but in reverse. So delete the apps immediately and start using the web versions. This way, you have to go onto your search engine, type in the website, input your login details, and then you can start scrolling. For Snapchat, if you're still using it, or for any other specific application, what I found most helpful is installing a program called BlueStacks on your computer, which basically emulates a phone system, and then you download Snapchat from there and continue using it there. Very important here is that you must not have your login details memorized in your device like autofill. I want you to manually write your email address, password, captcha, and the two-factor authentication every single time. It is a long process for a reason, because the more barriers you're putting yourself, slowly you will start to lose interest. Step 2, get a method of communicating that is solely designed for that. If you want to stay in contact with your friends or meet new people, find a website or application that is solely designed for that. Discord or WhatsApp do not have a For You page or an Explore page. You cannot post anything in there since you can only chat with people. Talk to your friends about you trying to quit social media and how you'll be available in other places. Trust me that 90% of the people you meet do not give a damn about you, while the other 10% will actually remain in contact with you in some sort of way. The problem with social media these days is that they are not only for communicating but also for content creation and consumption. The developers mainly focus on how they can optimize the content side of things rather than the communication side, and that is why you get trapped into this endless use of social media. I mean, compare the amount of features related to content versus the features related to texting. Instagram alone has a followers page, a For You page, an upload page, and your account page, an explore page. 4 to 5 different pages, while you have one tiny little arrow page for any conversations that you have. Like I said, I can guarantee you that you are not using 100% of your time on that app to talk to people. So find one app or website that is solely designed for that. Step 3. Block the onsets/triggers. You consume social media because you get triggered by a signal, whether that is boredom or a notification. When that onset happens, your mind only focuses on that. So you are conditioned to open the social media app and then check out. When you remove the onset, your mind will not get triggered, meaning all the following steps that happen after will not happen. Find your triggers and manage them. If it is notification, then mute them. If it is boredom, then try to say it to yourself out loud and start doing something else. Studies have shown that when we verbalize our thoughts, we are more conscious of them and act more upon them. If it is the phone itself, then find a way to not have the phone beside you unless it is an emergency. It is like Pavlov's dog, so when you remove the bell, the dog will not start salivating and anticipating the food. Step 4. Get busy with other projects in your life. If you want to stop consuming social media, then you need to start doing something else with your time. A positive habit can replace a negative habit entirely. Go to your screen time and look at how many hours you spent on social media scrolling through. Now think, what if you dedicated all those hours into learning a new skill, starting a new business, studying more? working out, practice having better mental health, journaling about your thoughts, meditating. When you start getting busy with other projects in your life, the thought of social media slowly diminishes and gets away from your mind to the point where you do not even think about it anymore. Step 5. Decide to delete your account. By now, the aspect of social media rarely comes to your mind. But if you are afraid that you will start consuming again and waste time again, then consider deleting your account completely. I mean, now you have other methods to communicate with friends, so you have no reason to still have these accounts. Now, I'm going to say something and I want you to listen extremely carefully. If by now social media does not stay in your mind and you absolutely need this account for only business purposes, then use step 1 and continue to only use it for business communication. Listen to this again, because you are here still thinking that you will not consume content like before. Absolutely for business communication. As I said previously, content consumption and content creation are completely different in social media businesses. I am trusting you with this because your judgment will lead to your consequences. I used this method for Instagram, Snapchat, and Reddit. As of now, I'm trying to reduce my YouTube consumption. Is this a bulletproof plan? No. You will fail the first couple of times. You will fail the first 10 attempts. You will fail your 20th attempt, and so on. I didn't come up with this plan out of nowhere in one day. I failed many and many times to stop social media addiction. But there is this something that I did to stop my addiction that you will not do. I recorded my thoughts and triggers every single time I felt guilty, and then I improved my plan every single time with each failure. I highly recommend you do this. Right now, grab a piece of paper and pen, no digital noting, and write down why you want to quit. Why can you not quit? And what is stopping you from quitting? Pause the video and do it right now. I know you. Do not start thinking of this stuff in your head or make a digital note or say that you will do it later. Grab paper and pen and do it now. And you're still thinking I'm talking to someone else other than you. Listen, if you want to do this seriously, then you have to start listening to me instead of yourself. It will be my last warning, so I expect you to grab paper and pen and do it now, and then come back here. Now that you have your notes, start catering a plan specific to you. Maybe you need website blocking apps and extensions, or maybe you will need some kind of phone restrictions. Having a plan is incredibly important, but have you thought of the reasons to quit social media? You may have some yourself. There are other reasons that you may not have thought about. So here is exactly where social media is much, much worse than you thought.